Okay, so today's demo is called scumbling. It's also known as dry brushing. And what I have done was I have taken my illustration board, I coated it with gesso, one coat of gesso, and I'm going to work with acrylics. And I'm going to go ahead and paint a background. And I'm going to go fairly quickly. Okay, so I'm back, and you can see that I coated my illustration board with acrylic paint. By the way, I'm using Liquitex Heavy Body acrylic paints. And also, I transferred the drawing to the illustration board, and it's really, really heavy-handed so that you could see what I'm doing. So now I've taken some acrylic paint, squeezed it out, and I'm using this like bristle brush. Bristle brushes will work really good because they could take a lot of punishment, and you're going to do a lot of rubbing when it's dried out. So you take your paint like this, brush, and then try to get rid of some of the paint. Try to get rid of some of the paint. And then you're going to come back to your illustration board with the paint on it, previous coats on it, and then you just lightly rub. And as you can see, it's kind of gentle. It's pretty gentle with the gradations. And if it's too gentle, just come back, load up your brush again. Maybe don't rub off so much paint, and come back and scumble or dry brush. Scumble or dry brush. Same thing. Load it up again. Then I'm going to come back on this side. You see, it's pretty easy. Pretty easy. Then, if there's areas that are just too gentle or subtle, come back. Just come back and scumble away. Just scumble. Rubbing off some of it. Rubbing some of it off and putting more on. And you know what? I'm not that careful at this point about the edges. I'm just going for massive areas. Because later on, if I want to get finer detail, I certainly can do that, and I'll show you how to do that. But in the meantime, I think I will stop. Okay, so I'm back, and as you can see, I scumbled a little bit more in the background, and I have some of this lighter blue, and I'm going to load it up on my brush. And keep the same technique of scumbling, dry brushing. I'm going to wipe some of it away. And I'm going to quickly apply it to the face. And once again, you can see I'm being pretty fast about this. And I'm not being particularly careful about staying within the lines at this point, because I'm just going all for the big picture right now, just laying in bigger shapes of colored areas. Dry this thing out a little bit. Come back over here. And also, I think you could get an idea that I'm going for an arbitrary color scheme. You know, this is not based upon regular local color, you know, flesh being flesh colored and so. Okay, I'm back again. And drawing out my brush so you can see what I'm doing. And then maybe a little bit over here. Maybe that's a little bit, I don't want to get too bright over here, so I'm going with a light touch. A light touch over here. And maybe underneath the nose. Once again, not being that careful about staying within the lines, because I could always revisit this with a smaller brush, a smaller bristle type brush. And let's see, what else can I do for you folks? Maybe over here too. And now I brought a smaller brush. I load it up. And I'm still using that same technique or the same idea of drying it out. And I could use a frisket of some sort or a template. Dry it out. And now I could get even more control on the values and the edges. Because with the bigger brush, it was too general. I hope you can see what I'm trying to do. Okay. And let's see. Maybe like so. Maybe a little free-handed adjustments would be in order. Okay. So I'm going to stop it. Put it around. This is a little bit, I could see the white lines peeking through and get rid of it. I definitely see it there, and I want to get rid of that. Just kind of scumble away at it. Just scumbling away. Now maybe I could touch this up a little bit. Where else? And oops. try it out. Just gently get rid of it, soften it up. Soften it up a little bit. Okay, I think I will stop it for the time being. Okay, so here's the final version of the scumbled exercise, or the dry brushing, and with my little boo-boo right there. Anyway, that's it. Thanks.